Guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to be looking at VIX 10 1s, and you can see here on the weekly time frame the new week just began and last week closed yesterday. All right, you can see putting a trend line right here, we have something like this. We see that the last week's candlestick actually hit the trend line and rejected. Then for those of our students who understand the engulfing candlestick strategy, this is a massive opportunity for a sell. All right, based on what we have here, you can see that the market okay, hold on. All right, so we can see the market had been selling from the trend line for some time now. You can see the first time it got here, this is the first touch, this is almost like a second touch, and this is like a third touch because it keeps printing lower lows. This is the first high, this is the okay, this was a low. Okay, this is the first low, I think so. And this is a second high, this is a lower low, this is another lower high. Then it created this last low, which is this. So the market is here with another lower high, so we are expecting to create a lower low. All right, so right now we are expecting some massive sales. This is a weekly time frame. So we have to go to a lower time frame to properly analyze the market, because right now you can't enter a trade. Even if you enter a sell trade now, you'll be risking too much because this is the weekly time frame. If you enter at the current price, it's a minimum lot size, which is 0.5. Your stop loss will most likely be above this high, and you see what you're risking with the minimum lot size. So for that reason, you wouldn't want to take a trade at this point. You have to go down to a lower time frame. All right, and some traders might even want to put the stop loss here, which is over $100. Is too risky, even if your profit can possibly be over $200. But meanwhile, let's go to a lower time frame to get get the setup better, and an entry or a setup with an entry that will reduce the stop loss, the size of the stop loss. All right, so you can see the structure we have here. Then we go down to the daily time frame. All right, so on the daily time frame, you can see what we had yesterday. Candlestick closed with I'm not sure, I think this is the candlestick they refer to as an indecision candlestick. This particular one right here, this is what they refer to as the indecision candlestick. So indicating the market did not know whether to buy or to sell. The market was confused, so it closed that way, although it looks bearish. Then if you look at where the market actually closed, previously the market created a double top here. You can see there was a double top here. First top, pulled back, second top before it sold massively. And see when the market created this double top in the month of February, right? In the month of February 2025. Then if we put a line to mark out a zone to mark out the neckline, you can see that is actually a retest on the neckline. You see, this is actually a retest on the neckline. I've been mentioning this to you guys. Once there is a structure like this, then there happens to be a breakout. you know the retest may not happen immediately. It can take days, it can take months, can take hours, can take weeks. It depends on the time frame where it happens. So but there is definitely going to be a retest at some point. All right, so you can see when the structure was formed, the double top was formed February 2025. Okay, the first top formed in January, while the second top formed in February. Yet the retest is happening in the month of April, almost ending of April 2025. So we're having the retest. So with this structure here, you have some level of confirmation that the market is actually going to be selling from this zone. All right, so meanwhile we can go to a lower time frame to confirm this. You can go to a lower time frame. So let's go to the 4 hourly time frame. And besides, we can easily also place a trend line, something like this. You can just look for a way. Though it doesn't look too smooth, it doesn't look smooth at all, but you can just maybe join these lower lows up to this level. It doesn't really make sense anyway, but I can leave it. Let me take it out first. All right, let's go to the 4 hourly time frame. On the 4 hourly time frame, let's see what we have. All right, so on the 4 hourly time frame, you can see the way the market is selling from that zone. All right, you can see the way market is selling from that zone. Initially, after it hit, it tried to form something that looked like a double top. It tried to form something that looked like a double top, right? And this looks like the first top, then this looks like the second top, all rejected and closed bearish, then the market sold. So what we have here looks like kind of a retest. Meanwhile, the market still bought again and created a lower high. So what I'm seeing here is the market is trying to create, the market is correcting. On this time frame, I'm seeing a correction. All right, I'm seeing a correction at this point. Like if you want to join this lower high, lower highs like this, and then I duplicate this and place somewhere here, so we can see that we are having lower highs there. Then on the 1 hourly time frame, I will tell you guys what I'm thinking, what's going to happen. I'm expecting the market to create a double top on the this 4 hourly time frame, whereby what we have here would look like a first top, then it will come back here to create another top here, you know, that's going to make it a kind of a double top before it starts selling. All right, so on the 1 hourly time frame, we'll look at the structure we have. All right, so you can see the structure here on the 1 hourly time frame. This really makes it look far more better. It looks far more better here on the 1 hourly time frame. And you know, this structure like this, once we see it, indicates a possibility the market's actually going to sell. This is what buy. This structure indicates a buy. So we are expecting the market to, you know, finally buy to the top. The market is going to buy to the zone above, then it will finally, you know, sell nicely. So I'm expecting the sales to continue. Meanwhile, the market may not just start selling immediately, buying immediately to that zone. It may want to come down to this level. Let me get the rectangle tool. It may want to sell down to this level. Let me see. It may want to sell down to this level, maybe somewhere here, before it starts buying, you know, massively. So it might want to sell to that level. If it sells to that level, then it gathers momentum, then buys. I want to see some buys to this zone here. Then from this zone, we are expecting the market to sell nicely. So if you can patiently wait for the market to come back to this zone, to this zone right here, you can patiently wait for the market to come back to this zone, guys, and then you get an entry, right? Then you can write the sales nicely, because it is going to really sell. You can see from the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, we are seeing some bearish opportunities. This is actually a retest on the weekly, no, on the daily time frame. It's actually a retest on the weekly time frame, retest of a double top on the weekly, on the daily time frame, and also a retest of a trend line, a resistive trend line, or resistance trend line, whatever you call it, on the weekly time frame. So the chances that the market is actually going to sell is very high. So, you know, since we can't enter a trade on that higher time frame, that's why we come down to lower time frame. Look out for a better entry. All right, looking out for better entries by analyzing and going to lower time frames and looking at structures and setups that also are in line, a structure that is in line with the direction we are expecting the market to go. All right, so right now be looking out for structures that indicate sales. Once you see that kind of a structure, you can take. Right now the market can still sell. A smart trader can still take opportunity, or of this take advantage of this where the market currently is, to take some sales. All right, a smart trader can still take advantage of this opportunity to make some sales, because as you can see, the market right now is buying from a particular place on a more lower time frame. You look closely, you'll see this. The market is actually buying from somewhere here. So the market is yet to break out of that particular zone. You can see. So if the market is able to break out of this zone, we'll be seeing more sales. We'll be seeing some sales to that zone which I marked. And as you can see, we have something like this here. We have something like this here. That is the zone. And on the 1 hourly time frame, coming on the 1 hourly time frame, I think the zone will better marked around here. If we have a close below, If we can have a close below here on the 1 hourly time frame, a close below this zone on the 1 hourly time frame, then we'll be expecting the market to sell nicely, to continue the sales. So you may want to wait to get that confirmation before you get the sales. I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but whatever happens, if you're watching it when it has already played out, then just know that if you see this kind of a setup or structure or stuff like this on the chart, next time this is what's going to be possible. All right. So we want to see the one hourly candlestick time frame closing below this zone, maybe somewhere here. It should close somewhere around here. Then from this point you can then enter a trade, or you wait for a pullback. Even if it is one candlestick that is pulling back to this zone and it closes on this zone, then you can enter a trade. In other words, what I mean is, if the current candlestick, if a 1 hourly candlestick closes here, then you wait for the next candlestick to pull back to this zone, 1 hourly candlestick to pull back and create maybe that is it's going to be a bullish candlestick. A bullish candlestick closes here and it's not close, doesn't close above this zone. You can take an entry at that point, write the sales down. You get. All right. So it is very possible you can take some sales if you watch it, depending on when this happens anyway. For this particular video and this particular chart, so there is a very high chance of making some nice profit this week from this particular pair. All you need to be looking out for is bearish setups that indicate sales. Just wait for those kind of setups and you'll be so profitable. All right. Meanwhile, our free class is happening today. Today is 27th of May, April 2025. Free class is holding today at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. So if you are lucky enough, then you participate if you get this information on time, or then maybe you may likely join some other time. Meanwhile, if you want to enroll in my private mentorship so that I will help you understand these things more easily, and it will expedite your process in the understanding of the forex market and becoming successful in trading, all right, then you will need to reach out to me. There's a link in the description of this channel. It is going to take you to my telegram, description of this video is going to take you to my telegram channel. From the telegram channel you'll find my direct contact. Once you get my direct contact on the telegram channel, then you can reach out to me. All right, you reach out to me from there, then I'll tell you what would happen or what you're going to do, all right, to participate in my private mentorship. All right. And also the mentorship for the May batch, is the registration is ongoing, and I will fully announce it. The details is going to be on the telegram channel very soon. All right, so that you can also participate. Others have already taken their spot, so you can also participate. So do well to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you are opportune, don't miss the free class we're going to be holding. All right, on the main mentorship batch. It's going to be massive, guys. All right, see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed and peace out.